Alright, hello, we are back. I have finished a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Chip tried to steal some of it. I gave him a tiny little bite of the crust, and we are ready to continue. Alright.
There will be
Let's see
no
what happens.
peace in my way.
Again, we had to pick our people for this. Cassia and Muck. Your words could be misconstrued. I'm a mutant. Are you just toying with me? It is natural for Monkey to desire closeness with their own kind, but this same desire gives rise to doubt. Fresh blood soaks into the priceless silk coverless, forming an ugly stain under the corpse. Your corpse. All sentient beings are afraid of death. You have to accept the fear first before you can get rid of it. Accept my fears. Okay.
In this
Sugar says, I'm here to say your wife is making me hungry when she posted that in the food channel.
I am the rogue thread.
I didn't see what she posted. What is this? Standing at the helm, peering into the darkness of the cosmos, you feel as lonely among the stars as I do among my own kin. Dispel my loneliness. Foxmaster Vigdis, Helmsmaster Ravor, and High Factotum Janra Stanrock. We got rid of one rogue traitor, we'll get rid of him too. Everyone from the lower decks to the senior officers hate him. I hear their Vox transmissions. Mutiny is brewing. As long as I can still use his thrones, I don't care. Once betrayed, it is hard to put one's trust in others again, especially those closest and most loyal to us.
What lies beyond?
Have you already forgotten me, Muck Von Luck? Oh, don't ever forget me, not even for a moment. As soon as you turn away, I'll plunge my sword into your throat. I don't know who this monkey is, but your memories of them are akin to slimy mud after the rain. Let's wash it away like spring water, shall we?
Patience!
Oh, that was Voigtveer.
My nerves are frayed!
The burden of responsibility lies on your shoulders, Alantok, and your soul grows dull from weariness. Break the chains of exhaustion. Just beat up my exhaustion.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
In truth, you believed in nothing at all, Muck Von Luck. Not the God Emperor, the Archenemy, or even people. You barely believe in yourself. I pity you. I'm proud of you, Muck. You have become a worthy successor and perhaps even the best Lord Captain. Some words you need to hear at least once to believe them. Marazai. You just got lucky, Monkey, but luck is the only thing you have. You are weak, so prepare to suffer. Only the mad and the foolish never doubt their strength. The wise are full of doubt, but they know how to let go of them. Lord Captain, your decision will doom us all. Lowly pirates perish, risking nothing but their own skin. What of you? You're putting the lives of thousands of crew members and billions of Protectorate subjects in danger. Until Muck Von Valancius' crimes against the sacred laws of the Omnissiah have been logged, retribution is imminent. Armorer effect applied? What?
There will be no peace
Heinrich the Loyal.
in my way.
Yeah, we got no problems with Heinrich, because Heinrich's loyal. Pascal. Why are these two standing here? These aren't... Is this an error? Because they're not part of the vision.
They will see. Oh yes, they all
I think that was a
will
bug.
see.
Do you see yourself now, Alantok, as radiant as others see you? Accept yourself. Yurliet's echo. Listen closely. What is this, Monkey? The voice of the incorporeal echo that has made your soul its home seems to sound only in your own head. Yurliet's face tenses in surprise, her features becoming even sharper as she stares in confusion at the ghostly figures. She says nothing, stealing glances at you, then at the figures again, as if she's waiting for something. Look closely at the ghostly figures. A strange feeling envelops your body. You feel yourself become lighter than air, and inside your mind, your thoughts are racing at an incredible speed. You are not yet aware that you are looking through the eyes of your ghostly echo and are observing from afar, and at the same time, the inner world changes under the force of your will, and you can now control your own echo. You can now do something that you would not dare to do in the real world. Dang it, I knew this was gonna be a love thing. No, man, we're working to get with the navigator. We have not been trying to woo Yurliet. Make your echo touch Yurliet's hand. Oh my gosh, degeneracy. Hand holding in my PG stream? Get this out of here. I thought this game was safe for Twitch, and it's got hand holding. Unbelievable. Heresy. The Emperor would not stand for this. Make your echo kiss Yurliet. Make your echo embrace Yurliet. I'm gonna say resist the temptation. You and Yurliet stand together in complete silence for a while, tense and awkward at first, then soft and enveloping. You feel Yurliet sigh ever so slightly, and you hear the sadness hidden in her voice, but she remains silent until the ghostly figures around you start to disappear. It is time to return, Alanta. Your soul is not yet strong enough to endure prolonged immersion. Take a deep breath and... She wanted it. She was thirsty for the rogue trader, chap. I think I can get rid of the lunch pin. Still thinking about the fact that I had to pick a whole party for this. You awaken from your meditation with a sense of vigor and unusual calm, as if you have just taken a shower under a freezing waterfall, or delivered a speech in front of thousands of subjects and your heart swells from the crowd's adulation. Muck, you are awake. She stares at her own words, realizing that this is the first time she's ever called you by your name. Your soul shines too radiantly for a human, despite all the litter that had accumulated in your soul. You can get rid of litter, but the light, try to preserve it, Muck. It draws the eye like bright stars of the night sky. Of course, your world is not as beautiful and serene as mine, but I was glad to see it. When we were meditating, you did not seem surprised by my relationships with our mutual acquaintances. She shrugs indifferently. You long for that which human nature desires, for intimacy with your own kind. I can understand that. Thank you for showing me this part of myself. My heart sings, for I have helped you find peace, even if only for a short while. Until we meet again, Alantok, may the stars guide us along the safe roads. Good morning, Malkapivos. Hi, Smashy. Not morning anymore. It's morning somewhere. That was really weird that we saw Heinrich and Pascal just over here on the elevator for some reason. Let's see. We should be landing here. Okay. Visit. Let's see what we got. Plasteel, I don't need more. Wasteland Wayfarer, provisions. I've only got one extractor left, I'll save it. Wasteland Wayfarer. No, not you. Do that. How far are you into the game? Let's check Steam. 67 hours. 67 hours in. The formation's all messed up. Again. Let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, quick save. Lengthy game. Yeah, we just started chapter 3. I don't know how many chapters
Cast
there
your
are.
eye there.
What? Oh, we're locked in.
In this tapestry of
Awareness
the world,
100.
As it
I
should
You hear a
be.
strange
the
sound that reminds you of dripping water
thread.
or the clattering of something sharp against metal.
You
Awareness.
left the Novice Imperialis to serve the rogue trader. Do you ever regret it, Seneschal?
No, I do not regret it in the least. Serving in the Imperial Navy is a fine thing to do. But it was only under Lady Theodora that I truly felt the significance of what I was doing.
The ventilation still works. There are strange gouges on the metal. They look like the claw marks of some beast was trying to crawl into the shaft.
What lies beyond?
100
The
demolition.
Emperor favors me today.
Last pistol. Okay, 4. Vox Cleric.
One step at a time.
Hunched over the Vox caster, the hooded man mutters monotonously but emphatically into the microphone as he rocks slightly to and fro. In the light of distant stars, our Emperor Progenitor wanders wearily. With thoughts and visions of us, he sends us particles of his light. Though his body suffers, his mind lingers on us. Let us therefore nourish him with the light of our souls, with our prayers, with our faith. Argenta frowns. The faithful worship the Emperor under a great many names and after a great many fashions, and yet I do not like this prayer. Observe silently. The man falls abruptly silent as though sensing your presence. Then he says, "And here come the afflicted." With a pale hand, he throws back his hood. You see an ugly face with a flat, wide nose, disproportionately large brow ridges, irisless eyes. Irisless eyes? With enormous pupils, a wide toad-like mouth, and skin that transitions to purple scales at the cheekbones. Standing before you is an abominable subhuman, a mutant. Welcome to the abode of the Nourishers. Yo, you got scales? Xenos check. Look at it. Look at the man. Success. This being's nature is strayed too far from mankind's blessed genome. The Creed sees no humanity in deviations like this, and so it commands that such creatures be exterminated without mercy. Who are you? The man smiles the broadest smile his abominable mouth can produce. I am Lakakti Clamavus of the Nourishers of the Afflicted. I am he who speaks to our progenitor. The ship belongs to me. What was that you were muttering? A prayer? I was praising the Emperor Progenitor so that my brothers and sisters might repeat the sacred words with me. Under stars unknown, he keeps his vigil and sends us his light. He is exhausted and maimed, but in his graciousness, he does not allow himself to target us. And we are grateful. We know that our prayers will quell his agonizing hunger, and therefore we speak to him. We beckon him so that one day he and his faithful may come to take us under his care. The man rocks gently in place as he makes his speech. Cassia begins to rock to and fro ever so slightly in sync with the band. Purple. Everything is purple. I can see... Is there anyone else here? Your brothers and sisters? The man responds with joyful laughter. They are here. They are hiding, waiting. Once we were many, now we are but few. Our blood degenerated, our flesh grew weak. We were on the verge of death, but you have come and that is good. You and your people will infuse our new blood with power. Your ship will take the Nourishers to new worlds. We will rise again. Sorry, I don't know if you guys hear it. Chip is like yelling at me from the doorway. He wants me to... He wanted me to open the blinds so that he could lay in the sunbeam. The sunbeam was not accessible. And he was yelling at it. Okay. Do you mean our god, the master of Terra, who sits atop the golden throne? Or the blasphemous petty deity of whatever cult you're in? I know no god but the Emperor Progenitor. Others are either figments or ephemeral fleshless spirits. Do you believe in the god Emperor, the protector of mankind who dwells on holy Terra? Make your answer forthright and clear, for I stand before you as his chosen servant, and this rogue traitor has been anointed by me. The man's only response is a mocking grin. I see. A blasphemer. Attack. This world is full of horrors, but your death will make it a much better place. The mutant shrieks, grinning. May the grace of our progenitor be upon you! His words are piercing, becoming a shrill echo of 100 voices? Minds? Growing ever louder, it torments your mind, and before you know it, you reach for your weapon. Bonk. You hear a clanging echo growing louder in the empty modules, like hundreds of claws striking bulkheads and grabbing onto bars. Whoever is advancing upon you, there are a lot of them. You ought to run for your life before they trap you in this crammed Vox cabin. Argenta's expression brightens. Countless foes in a cumbersome position? Oh, Emperor, I thank thee for giving us another chance to taste the sweetness of battle and the solemn joy of courageous deeds. Sister, I fear we are about to partake in something quite different, or more likely, someone is about to partake of us. Tech use. Make a dash for the Voxcaster. Try to contact the ship. Success. The Vox spits out a torrent of static, through which you nonetheless manage to catch fragments of words spoken by the voice not unlike that of your Voxmaster. Von Valance. Command. Airlock. The signal is lost just before you manage to say anything. Airlock? F5. I don't know when we're gonna get jumped. Purple and scales and claws. Is that, what was it? Zinch was the god of change? Is this gonna be a Zinch thing?
Oh, watch this spectacle.
What are you?
Unfold.
Gene Stealer? Natural armor, brood instincts. Gene Stealer. I don't know a lot about that, chat. I think I've heard the name come up from time to time. Gene Stealer is a Tyrannid?
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Schemes within schemes.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I'm not accustomed.
Cass just takes 3 turns in a row. Fight's over. Oh wait, why do I still hear combat music? Why do I still hear combat music, chat?
If I may. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Alright, there's at least 2 more. Wow, we're already maxed out on that.
I will do my duty. Indeed.
Just buffing up while I wait on them to get here at the moment.
What if...
What is it? Oh, that's from the Inquisitor ring.
Let's
like, what is that?
see.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Can y'all get closer so I can blast you?
As the Emperor commands, I act. You, my Emperor, doubt.
21 to 27 with that weapon. 22 to, okay. And
I'll do
dash
it.
here and then
Faith
entrench.
without deeds is worthless.
So many buffs.
It will be done.
Combat is an equation.
198.
Your life is an inevitable variable.
A genius at work.
If I may,
That's two. Why did the camera move over there? Alright, there's another one. Did she hit it from there? No. Really? Alright, never mind. Just stay here then. We'll just keep buffing each other.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Victory is imminent.
Running binaric override.
How many of these buffs do I have right now? We got 18 Word of the Emperors on us.
A wicked thought.
Me?
I've been charging up. This is gonna do 942 damage.
Isn't this a job for the another foe?
See ya.
Painted black.
Bro, do not let me sit in a room and wait for the enemy to come. I made a team
Patience.
that just scales
My
with every
nerves
round.
afraid.
The metal box was brutally forced open. Why would the ship's owners break into it if they could simply turn the key? Muck, hide your jeans, they're gene stealers. Stupid. Unknown Captain's Diary. A thick diary filled with entries written in neat, precise handwriting. Its author is documenting the events of his life with thoroughness bordering on obsession. After browsing through its pages, the following entries catch your attention. Exodus Watch 1. Never thought this day would come. I'm addressed as Master Captain once more. How many times did I swear never to venture into the void again during those 2 Terran years I spent upon the mangled ruins of the unheralded Reckoning's Bridge? Unfortunately, life and gravity didn't bring me peace. Reverend Hieronymus promised me that performing a selfless feat of devotion would bring me serenity. Maybe he's right. Maybe I'm still writing in this journal during the long nights just to keep my sanity, just like I did for 2 years there and 7 years after that in the Hive. We'll see if I'm able to live without the somewhere that is our Void Wanderer's destination. Exodus, Watch 237. The crew has reported hearing strange noises from the ventilation shafts for a 3rd time. Alas, I'm charged with pilgrims, not seasoned voidsmen. The venture scared them, and they are already managed to make up their share of absurd ghost stories. I asked Reverend Gravik to calm them down. He's the official head of the pilgrimage, so they ought to listen to him. 240. The vent inspection is finished, just as expected. There was nothing to worry about, just some torn tubing striking the hull. Watch 393. Reverend Hieronymus was wrong. Faith does not bring me peace. I prefer not to take any sides in the theological dispute that has broken out aboard our vessel, ignoring the debates altogether. I'll let Reverend Gravik handle it. I'm slightly concerned about this schism, but as long as both groups are peaceful and agree to follow my orders, they can bicker and shout all they want. 810, 500 days later. The great day has arrived. The Void Wanderer has successfully landed on the planet's surface. I wonder if I'll ever leave it. The settlement is already being built down the hill. Its official colonial designation is A3649 Minoris, but Reverend Gravik said he's going to name it Jesavon. When we first stepped onto the surface, Reverend Gravik's congregation and the Nourishers used different airlocks to leave the vessel. Seems like they've ceased any and all communication. Watch 1212. Today, the last pilgrims left the Wanderer for Jesavon. I'm alone once again. They invited me to go with them, but I made up an excuse about needing to keep watch at the reactor since my ship is still used for powering the settlement. Truth be told, I just didn't want to go with them. They say less than 1,000 pilgrims are still loyal to Gravik. The services in the main temple are performed by the Nourishers, and the St. Drusus statue is cut only up to its knees. I can't believe their beliefs, but I don't think they'll help me any more than Reverend Hieronymus' faith. Watch 1287. I was awoken in the night by a dozen pilgrims from Jesavon. They were armed and scared and said that Nourishers had arrested Reverend Gravik. They were bewildered and didn't know what to do, wanting me to act. So I did. Since Reverend Gravik is the official head of the pilgrimage, I deemed this an incident of civil unrest. I cut power to Jesavon and demanded Reverend Gravik's release via Voxcom. We were holding the line. 1290. The Nourishers have come to us. Gravik was with them. He was calm and said that the conflict had been resolved. He took the confused pilgrims and their guns with him, and I restored power to the settlement. I have no idea what's going on. Peace. The watch is of no consequence. Today I received the brotherly kiss, and now I believe. I can clearly see the spiral path among the stars set for us by the Emperor Progenitor. Now I can hear my brothers and sisters. I'm finally alone no more. So the guy just got suddenly mind controlled or something there at the
There
end?
will be no peace in my wake.
Fox cleric. Heavy armor, las gun. Wait, hold on a second. From newest to oldest. Okay, yeah, we just read that. Mike, did you hear there's a bug in Guild Wars 2 right now that causes clients to see a sent message in chat to crash? Apparently it's been on the Asian server for a while. The players got tired of the devs over there not fixing it, so they're allegedly doing it on NA servers to make the NA devs do it. No, I have not heard that. I remember that being a thing in World of Warcraft for a while, though. But no, I had not heard that.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Lesson learned.
Okay, it seems we can't open that. Anything else here? Do we just go back to the ship? Steph 2+3! Thank you for
This
joining the YouTube memberships. I
tapestry
appreciate
of
you.
a
Welcome.
world, I am the rogue thread.
Alright, so back to the ship. Okay, that's a fun little planet. That one looks like Earth almost. Begin scan. Unknown. A small planet gently wrapped in amber forest greets you with a ruby-colored dawn. Basil von dem Klerk, the local governor, gives the rogue trader a warm welcome. After several glasses of Damascene, the sweltering ruler asks if Muck von Luck von Valancius would like to keep him company during the upcoming hunt. Okay. After several hours of riding the local peculiar animals, you make camp in the middle of a golden forest. Basil von dem Klerk points at the sky. A flat disc rises over the horizon, constantly morphing its color and shape. The forest grows silent and empty. You can no longer hear the singing of birds or even the rustle of wind. The governor nods with satisfaction, and a few shapes step into the clearing. Their bodies are twisted by an unknown phenomenon, and you watch the freaks with astonishment as they begin to dance the throaty cackling of their brethren, turning the bony, gross, and pulsating flesh of their scaly hands toward the unnatural thing in the sky. Ask the governor what is going on. The governor smiles coyly. You are here to see with your own eyes what is happening here. Watch in silence. The hypnotic dance seems to continue forever. The unfortunate creatures howled, whined, and convulsed, unable to tear their bleeding eyes from the celestial body. When the Pavonine disc outshone even the light of the local star, the physical shells of the things that used to be men burst, releasing beasts onto this plane that not even the most fluent and capable pen could describe. Basil von dem Klerk excitedly explains that the creatures you saw are the children of the great king of distortion. It is he who is the true god and patron of these fertile grounds. Once every cycle, his chariot shines its light upon the world and bestows transformations upon his most ardent followers. The rogue trader may become one of his heralds. Execute the governor on the spot. The governor's head separates from his neck with a distinctive squelch. Black and brown blood seeps into the soil beneath his corpulent body and is immediately transformed into a writhing tangle of worms that burrow deep into the ground with unnatural speed. You return to the ship pondering what to do with the world, and more importantly, what to do with the King of Distortion. Order that the crew chart a course to the anomaly known as the King of Distortion. The senior officers observe suspicious activity emanating from the twisted celestial body at the heart of the system. The chaplain advises you to get ready for a potential encounter with spawn of the archenemy, so it may be wise to reconsider unless you have holy relics, sacred wards, or blessed effigies of the Emperor. Aflame with a plethora of colors, the distorted celestial disk trembles slightly beyond the endless windows on the captain's bridge as the rogue trader's ship approaches its center. An otherworldly voice, cold and enveloping, enters your mind. What could this puny wretch possibly offer a king? The officers on the bridge look around perplexed, their eyes full of terror and confusion. Many clutch their heads and let out long howls of pain. Some empty their stomachs, but most, pale and exhausted though they are, have joined the Lord Captain, resisting the influence. Rock the boat takes 10 damage. Who am I talking to? An endless flow of images fills your consciousness. You see horrifying scenes of millions of tortured souls. Their screams rend your mind. Their pain pierces you with 1,000 red-hot needles. King, ruler, the one who is obeyed. That's all you can make sense of, though you could see much more. Command the entity to release the minds of the Amber Worlders from its grip. The king's mocking laughter rings in your ears, and a deep red trickle runs slowly from your nose down over your lips, leaving an aftertaste of salt and metal. Attack with every cannon on board. How dare you disturb the king with trifles? The entity is furious, and you feel a gust of invisible wind blow 1,000